Hi, I'm Frank. Welcome to Australian Pro Poker. Each week we bring you the final table from a local venue featuring local players. Now this week you're back off down to Helensvale for the second half of the final table while I sit here and play a game of cards with these lovely people. So I'll catch you a little bit later in the show. I'm sitting here with the proprietor, the owner and the person who set all this up, David Baker from Australian Pro Poker. David, welcome on the show.
Hey Frank, how are you?
And it's funny to say welcome on the show because he's such a big part of the show. Dave, how long have you been running Australian Pro Poker?
Probably about close to 9 years now.
What got you into being the owner of a poker business?
Well, I just wanted to change the lifestyle, change your career. Before this, I was actually a driving instructor, would you believe?
A driving instructor?
Yes.
And now you're running poker games. You've got poker games in Queensland, you've got poker games in New South Wales. Do you still have the poker games in Western Australia?
Yes, we do, yes. All the way over the Boston and Western Australia.
9 years and building up this business, and now we're doing a TV show. Did you ever think that you'd end up doing a television show about poker?
No, not until you approached me.
I'll put it back on me, great. Dave, are you finding that poker, from your point of view, is still growing? Did it peak or is it still becoming an expanding sort of thing?
We've got over, probably around about Australia, probably about 5.5 million people, potential clients. So basically it's growing, definitely.
That is a huge base.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, when you look at the population of Australia, and I reckon probably around about 5.5 million potential clients.
That's a phenomenal amount of people playing poker. I mean, I knew that over the last decade it had grown enormously in popularity, but I had no idea it was that figure. That's just phenomenal.
Yes, yes.
And this teams event, now, this is your baby, isn't it? You came up with this idea.
I first thought of it when I was over in Western Australia, and I wanted to introduce it in this part of Australia, but it's actually going really well.
It's been surprising. We've been going for, this team's event's been launched now for 3.5 weeks.
That's right.
And
yes.
We've got
74 teams.
74 teams signed up in 3.5 weeks. That's pretty good.
And we need around 300.
Yeah. We've
out of the 74 teams, probably around about 45 of them are active.
Yes.
Okay, but we need 300 teams active. If we get our goal there, we'll be actually giving away massive amounts of money.
Yeah, and once again, there's a reason we don't say the figure, because if we give you a figure, then we're held to it, and we really don't know how much money we're going to raise. But unlike some of the other poker leagues, which I won't go into, we don't take a rake. Australian Pro Poker does not take a rake off the top. Every cent that we collect goes back to the players. And I mean, I don't know how many other poker leagues are doing that, and I really don't care because that's what we do. So come along, play poker with us, come and join Australian Pro Poker, come join our family and have some fun. Now another one of the local players is John. John, how are you? Welcome to Australian Pro Poker.
Thank you very much.
John, I'm trying to get the idea of what do the players feel about what we're doing. What do you think of the idea of this teams event we're putting together?
So far it all sounds very well, and I'm happy for all the players to do it. I'm not quite sure exactly how many teams have got together, but to me it's a very good idea.
I can tell you that there's over 70 teams. We've only been taking registration for a little over 3.5 weeks, and we have 70 teams signed up already.
Beautiful.
Now, the other question I wanted to ask you, or ask a player, what do you think of the idea of bringing cameras and all this set up into the local venues and filming the local games?
Excellent idea, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you like the idea?
Yep, love it.
How is the player response? I mean, they talk to you more freely than they talk to me because you're out there in amongst the crowd.
Yeah.
What do they think? What are they feeling? What are they saying?
I'd say about 80 to 90% love the idea. A lot of players love getting on camera, showing their faces around.
Yeah.
You'll get your few odds and ends that, don't want to be publicised and their face all over the cameras.
Yeah.
That's up to them, I suppose, each to their own.
Yep. And you play a couple of times a week?
Yeah, I try and average roughly about 3 to 4 games a week.
Do you find it's a great social thing, or does it take a big chunk of your time? I mean, you wouldn't be doing this unless you enjoyed it.
Oh, look, to be really honest, I mean, I love coming here, playing the game, but to me, the best thrill of it is you're surrounded by friends, and if you're surrounded by strangers, they're going to be your mates sooner or later.
Wonderful. Isn't that a great thing to hear about poker? Well, I've got someone else I want you to meet. This is Mark. Mark, how are you? Welcome to
Very
Australian
nice
Pro
to meet you.
Poker.
Thank you.
Now, the reason I've got Mark here is because he has the best human interest story I've heard around the poker table. I keep telling you that poker is a social event. Well, wait till you hear Mark's story. Mark, I'm going to let you tell it.
Well, basically, I came to Australia 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I was up and down with what was going on in life, didn't have a very big social outlet. I started playing poker for a different poker league. In them 2 years that I was here first, I probably made 2 or 3 friends.
Yeah.
When I started playing poker, basically my whole life changed because I met my wife that I'm married to now. We're having a baby. I met
Playing poker.
playing poker.
I love this.
So I knew nobody. I knew, when I started playing poker, I started coming out and meeting so many different people.
Now, you said to me before that you know over 50% of the players here.
About 50%, yeah. An estimate.
That's phenomenal for somebody who didn't know anybody when you came to Australia, really.
Like I said,
now
2 or 3.
Your father-in-law plays poker, your brother-in-law plays
That's
poker,
correct.
your wife plays poker.
And that's how I met them all.
So
was through poker.
basically, the whole social event of poker has changed things for you here in Australia.
Could have went a different way, mate. I could have went back to England if I didn't know, if I didn't have a good friend outlet or a good social outlet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, basically, poker did change my life. Like I told you before, all the people I know now is from poker.
Isn't that phenomenal? I keep saying it's a social event, and I try to get that and draw that out of the people I talk to, but it doesn't compare to what we've just heard here. Come to Australia 12 years ago, most of your friends have come from playing poker, your families come from playing to poker.
And it's not just the poker, it's what comes after the poker
well,
too.
the social side of it.
Yeah, like we go to barbecues, we share christenings, birthdays, births, everything that's come from poker.
Now, since you know all these people, are you in a team?
I'm not in a team, no, unfortunately.
Are we going to get you in a team?
I think you are, actually, yeah. I think you are.
I've got him nailed down now, hey?
He has, you have got me nailed down.
Mark, thank you very much for talking to me.
You're
I
welcome.
love hearing the fact that poker has been such a social event for you. That's just
It
outstanding.
has. It's changed my life completely, 100%. Not for the fact that it's poker, but the social event of poker.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
the point I keep pushing. Look, if you want to get out of the house and you're tired of sitting around at home staring at the idiot box, go and find a local poker venue. And you can't find one? Then go to australianpropoker.com.au, click on venues, find out where our games are, and come along and join the family. Mark, thank you so much for talking to
You're
me.
more than welcome.
All
Hey,
right.
Listen to what he says. He's telling the truth. True.
Let's keep going. All right, viewers, we're going to get straight into the second half of the final table from Helensvale, but before we do, I'd like to introduce you to this week's co-commentators. First up, we've got Carly. Welcome back. I'm so happy to see you.
It's good to be here, Frank. Thank you.
And, of course, who I'm really happy to see is Deb. Welcome back, Deb. How'd you go with that tonsillitis? Got over it?
Oh, finally, but it was a long recovery, Frank, but it's good to be back.
All right, look, this game is just about to start. Ladies, if you'd like to recap on last week's game, and then we'll get on with it.
Okay, and first out we had Mark.
So Mark actually got knocked out with Ace Jack. And here they go, they're all good sports here at Helensvale, shaking hands, congratulating each other, so it's good to see.
And then we had 2 people out in this hand. Peter lost with his Ace 10 and Shane with his Ace Jack. Adam took them both out with trip 9s.
Yeah, that's amazing because they both had really good hands, Carly, with aces and...
They surely did.
Yeah, but that's how poker goes, you just never
That's
know.
it. And then we had Christian's pocket 8s got busted by 10-5.
Yeah, and we're down to final 4. So here is where all the action really comes into play because we're on the bubble for money.
Okay, and we have Adam in our chip leader with 2.5 million.
Fiona's got 1.5
Ken's got 1.1 mil.
and Boris has got 670k.
All right, looks like we're back to some action on the felt.
Yeah, here the boys go. There's plenty of talk on the table tonight, Carly.
sadly no females representing Deb. Oh, there
No.
is. Sorry, there is. My bad.
Yeah, Fiona Boom Baby is still there.
Boom, baby. Everyone that's played with Fiona knows that that's her biggest catchphrase.
Yep, and her husband and her both have shirts. One has Boom on it, and the other one has Baby.
Oh,
So
I love it. That's fantastic.
yeah, both really good poker players.
All right, so we're back to some action on the felt. We've got Adam, who's got King 3, and that's 100,000 for him to call.
And Ken's going to call. Ken's calling with pocket fours.
He's gone all in. Oh, no, Adam's gone all in.
Yeah, Ken's called. Adam's all in.
Yep.
So Ken's all in for 1.1 million.
With pocket 4. So his tournament life is in risk right now.
Ken hasn't played many hands tonight, Carly. He's been very tight, but I know Ken. He's a good player and he only plays good cards, so he must have something good here.
Pocket 4s against King 3.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see a flop. Deb, what do you think here? Would you have made that call with King 3?
Carly, I'm a bit of a tight player. I don't know whether I would have, but final table, anything goes.
It's true. Well, pocket 4s are still in front at the moment.
Yeah.
Yep, and we've still... Oh, he's got a... And
No.
pocket 4s hold.
Yeah, good on him. So Ken's still there. Good call for Ken.
Yep, so he's doubled up, which is fantastic.
And put a smile on his face.
And it hasn't really dented Adam's chip stack at all, really, has it? He's
No.
still got monster.
Now, Adam was a young guy that's been going around all day predicting he's going to win tonight, so we'll just wait and see whether his predictions is true.
It'll be interesting to see what actually happens. All right, so we've got another hand being dealt now.
Now we've got all the boys down one end of the table and Fiona's down the other all by herself.
All right, so Fiona wakes up with 5-2. It's 200 for her to call. What do you think she'll do here, Deb?
Oh, I think she'll fold this, Carly.
I would fold, especially out of position. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's a good thing.
Now, Adam's got really nice cards, Carly. He's got ace queen suited.
Ace queen suited. And he's gone all in.
Yep.
All in for 2.9 million. And we've got Boris all in with 5-7 offsuit.
Yeah, Ken's folded, so we'll wait and see what happens here.
So we'll see here. Can Boris double up? Or will Adam take him out?
Well, 7-5 offsuit against ace queen suited is a big call to make.
It is, but when you short stack, you've got to take some risks sometimes, Deb.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't want to get blinded out.
No, any two cards, but look, Adam's hit the ace.
Wow, okay, so we've got...
Two pair, Carly.
Boris has got 2 pairs. He
And
wins.
Boris takes it.
And he doubles up, so he's still alive in this tournament.
Yeah,
It's very interesting, Deb, that any 2 cards can win, can't they?
and Ken's shaking his hand. He's congratulating him for the win.
It's nice. Nice to see such a friendly bunch of people at APP.
Yeah, met Boris tonight. He's actually a Gold Coast player. I haven't come across him very often, but he's very, very good, tight, really well-mannered, nice guy. It's good to see these young guys that way.
Yeah, we're back to some action on the felt. So Adam's woken up with Queen 8 suited.
They're not bad, Carly. Would you play those?
Well, no. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough when you sit in here, Deb.
But look, Ken's just folded ace 4.
Ace 4 suited. Yeah, that's probably right. We've got Boris with pocket 5s.
And we've got Fiona down the end with 9-2.
Suited.
Yeah, so wonder if she'll...
She's going to check her big blind, I'm assuming.
Yeah. She's having something to say to someone behind her. You never know with Fiona. But she's thinking about it.
No, what's she going to... Yeah, she's going to check it. Check her big blind, that's fair enough. See a flop. You never know what's going to happen
That's right.
until the flop. So 3-3 ace.
Wow, so Boris is still in.
Bob's still ahead with his pocket 5s. And I'd say he's going to make a bet here, which he does.
Yep. Now, will Fiona call this? She hasn't hit anything.
So he's bet 200,000. So I'd say it's hard for Fiona to make this call here, Deb.
It is. Definitely is. Now, she's got 3 outs. She needs to hit these 9s, though.
She surely does. No, so she folds.
Yeah, she knows when she's done for.
Well, I mean, and Boris was representing that he had an ace or a 3 there, I'd say.
Oh, definitely.
And yeah, so Fiona assumed she was behind, and she was right. She was definitely right there.
And here we go. Another hand, Carly.
Yep, so we've got... Who's first to act? Ken's first to act here. What's Ken got?
We should see his cards any moment when he straightens them out. No, he They didn't pop up for some reason.
No, it's
Carly.
okay. Ken's folded. That's fine. We're round to Boris. Boris has got 10-7 of hearts.
Now,
So,
what do you think of these cards, Carly?
we're drawing cards, really, Deb. What's he got? 1.6 mil, 200,000 to call. Yeah, it's probably a good move there. With two players still to act. Fiona's got 8-7.
Now, a lot of people like these cards, Carly, even though they're not suited, they're connectors.
They surely do.
See a lot of players playing these two cards.
Well, she's small blind, so she's going to definitely call the 100,000.
Yeah.
Definitely call it. And we're around to Adam.
Now Adam's checking. So Adam's got 10-9 suited. So
Offsuit.
Yep. Sorry, offsuit they are too.
Just two black cards.
Oh, 2 sixes, Carly.
Yeah, so, I mean, Adam's still in front with the two high cards.
Yep.
Fiona would need to hit 7.
Both checked.
Oh, she's hit her 8.
Yeah.
She's
So
had
this
her
is
8.
interesting.
But also gives Adam, if he gets a 7, he then gets a straight.
That's right. He's
So-
also going for a flush draw. Another club.
He is too. He is too. I didn't see that. And so he's just
Fiona's bet.
Fiona's bet. No, Adam is bet and Fiona's called.
Yeah. Here we go, 2. So Fiona looks like she's got this one.
Yeah, so just to see, sorry. It will just depend now whether Adam tries to bet her off the pot. Fiona's checked. Adam's bet 200,000 again.
And Fiona's called. And she's showing her cards to take the win.
Yep. And she wins with a pair of 8s. Pair of 8s, which is
And a pair of 6s on the board, Carly.
yeah, sorry, so 2 pair. 2 pair with a queen.
Yep.
Oh, and
baby.
boom baby.
She's up and letting everybody know, but she doesn't look real happy, Carly.
No, she doesn't, but maybe she'll get a bit more of a smile when we come back from the break. And welcome back, viewers. Now we're back for some more fun on the feld.
And here we go. Boris is first to act, and he has 2K to call, and he's got Ace King, Carly. Nice hand.
Nice hand, big slick.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's going to happen now?
What's he got? He's 1.6 million behind him.
He'll definitely call here, Carly. If not, he might even raise.
I'd say you'd raise here, especially under the gun.
Yeah. And there's plenty of action behind the felt too, with everybody having a peek at what's going on.
And that does look like it's a raise, does it? No? Yeah,
Yep.
raise to 400. So just a min raise.
Yep. And we've got Fiona on Queen 9. Will she call the 400? No, she's folding.
No, she's out. And we've got around to Adam with 10-3. 300 for him to call because he's in the small blind.
But he's folded. So we've got Ken with pocket 7s. Ken's shoved.
Oh, 1.7 million. Yeah, that's the only really option he's got there, doesn't he, Deb?
Yeah, being short stacked, Carly, he's got to do something to make a move to get some of these chips on his side.
And pocket 7, you don't want someone with, ace rag or something like that coming along. If you're going to go out, you want to go out to a good hand.
That's right. So is Boris going to call him? It's a big call for Boris to make, even though he's got 2 good cards.
Well, it's his whole tournament life, and he's called.
Yep.
He's called Deb.
Boris has gone all in. Carly, this should be a good flop.
It should be really interesting here. Now Ken's in front, obviously, but Boris has got 2 overs. All he's got to hit is one card, really, doesn't he?
That's right. He's got more overs than what Ken's got, but
He's got more outs. Definitely got more
yeah,
outs.
well, they're counting their chips, Carly, to make sure that they're even stacked and see if Boris has got any left over, which he should have.
No, I actually think that Ken will actually have 100,000 in change,
he
Deb.
will too. He will
To be honest,
So even if Ken loses this, he's still in.
he's still in with 1 small blind.
That's right, and that's they say, a chip in a chair. That's all you need.
That's all you need, Deb. That's all you need.
Yep, and here we go. We're going to see the flop now, Carly. This could be
Look
really
at that
interesting.
massive stack of chips. Whoever's going to win. Wow, it's a big one, isn't it?
Sure is. Now they turn their cards
Yep.
over.
Let's see. Ace King versus pocket 7s. What do you think, Deb? Who's going to win here?
Oh, look, Carly, it's too hard to predict the cards. Here we go. We've got ace.
Oh.
Ken's hit the ace.
No, Boris has hit the ace.
Oh,
Ken's
sorry,
got a 7.
Boris.
So, unlucky.
So Boris has taken the whole lot, and Ken's left with a chip in a chair.
That's it. He's got a small blind.
Yeah. But I've seen Ken come back, so let's see what happens.
Yep.
You've even done that, Carly. I've seen you come back with a chip in a chair and take the whole tournament out.
It's true. Sometimes if your luck's with you, you're good. And sometimes, yeah. All right, so we're back to the action. So we've got, sorry, I only actually had 60,000. So
Ken's got 5-2 offsuit, and he's all in.
Fiona's folded with her 10-5.
We've got Adam with ace-jack suited.
And he's gone all in for 1.8 million.
Yep, and Boris has got 8-2 suited.
1.6 million to call with 8-2 offsuit.
Will he call?
Oh, he's just got those chips, Deb. Do you think he'd want to risk it on ace 8-2?
Well, I definitely wouldn't, Carly. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't.
No way.
But you never know.
Yeah. And he's folded.
Good fold.
He's folded.
That's the only option he really had in that situation.
Disappointing for Adam in that spot, though. You know, he'd want a caller.
Oh, yeah. Because Adam wants to take this tournament out. Apparently he's taken a few tournaments out at various times, and he wants to add this one to his list.
Oh, definitely.
Now here's Ken. Him and Ken talking. And this is Ken's chance to stay in the tournament, or he's out in full spot.
So Ken could double up here.
Yep, Ken could, and he turns his cards over.
Against 5-2.
5-2 and ace-jack.
Look, I've seen 5-2 win many times.
Well, all he's got to hit is a 2, Carly.
4, 4, 6.
Yep.
3 and he's got a straight.
9. Last card.
No.
King. No, Kenny. Sorry. Adam takes it and Kenny's gone in full spot.
And now we're going to go over to Frank, who will be having an interview with Ken. So we'll be right back shortly.
And there's the leaderboard with Boris leading with 3.2, Adam with 2, and Fiona with 1.9 mil.
And we've lost another one. That's one of my favourite players, Ken. What happened, buddy?
I just went in with my favourite number, pair of sevens.
Yeah.
And got beat.
But
can't be up.
Hang on. So, I thought your favourite was King Jack.
Well, I have two favourites.
Oh, okay. Look, did you have a good night?
Had a great day.
And we'll see you back at Australian Pro Poker?
Certainly will.
Marvellous. Thank you very much.
Okay,
we've got 3 left on final table. Let's get back there.
Okay, well, welcome back, viewers. Great interview by Frank. It's always sad for another player to fall. However, we need a winner, don't we, Deb?
That's right. And the night's getting late, and we've got top 3. Now, Fiona's still in there representing the ladies, and we've got the 2 young guys battling it out as well.
Okay, so we've got back to some action. So Adam's woken up with 7-5 offsuit, 200 to call, and he's folded.
Yep, and Boris has 6-2
Butter.
offsuit. Oh, now, Carly, I've been out at Ipswich asking what this butter stands for, and nobody can seem to tell me.
No one knows where it's come from. All they know is that it's butter.
Yep, and Fiona's got 8-2 suited.
And she's in the big blind. She's just going to check that.
Now
so it's the battle of the blinds, Deb. Small versus big blinds.
Yep, both got 2s. So there's only 2 2s left, but here we go. Queen, 10 and a 6, and Boris hits the 6.
And currently Butter is in front.
Yep. Well, Butter wins quite frequently out of Ipswich.
It does,
apparently.
and Fiona shows her cards, folds it, and it's now over. So Boris takes that 10 down with Butter.
Yep, I reckon the Ipswich players would be up in arms about that one.
They'd be loving it.
Yeah.
They would be loving it, Deb. They would be loving it. I can hear them now. All right, back to some more action. So we've got Boris that's woken up with Jack 2 suited.
Yep, now he's folded the Jack 2 suited.
He's folded, yeah. Oh.
Fiona's got some really nice cards. Ace King.
And in her head, she would be thinking, boom.
Yeah, I reckon she'll raise here, but what will she raise to?
So she's got 1.6 million behind her, Deb.
Yep, she sure has. So it's not bad, really.
So blinds are 100, 200,000 currently. So in this position, Deb, how much would you raise?
Oh, Carly. Oh, well, it'd be really hard, but I'd at least raise it to 500 probably.
Yep, okay. I'd either go 800,000 or all in.
Yeah.
It's probably what I'd do.
You're a more aggressive player than what I am, Carly, though.
Final table's very different, Deb. Sometimes you've got to be aggressive to get there.
That's right, exactly. Take a risk.
And she's really thinking about it, isn't she?
Yeah. Fiona is a thinker because she weighs up all her options.
Yeah.
She doesn't make gut calls. She just really works it through before she decides what she's going to do. So here she goes.
And she's raised to 700,000. So sort of in between what you and I were going to do there, Deb.
That's right, Charlie. She is a woman, so she's a bit unpredictable.
It's true. And so we've got Adam, who's got King 8 offsuit.
Now, Adam's got heaps of chips to call that, but whether he will or not, he's only got... No,
and he folds it.
And she takes it.
The Fiona takes down another pot. And as Fiona takes in her chips, we need to head off for a commercial break. So we'll see you guys soon. Welcome back, viewers. Now, for more fun on the felt, we're down to our final 3, Deb.
Yeah, and here they are. It's still the Fiona representing the ladies and the 2 young guys. I love the hoodie, the cap and the glasses, Carly.
It's very professional, isn't it, Deb?
9-2 Fiona has. Suited, though.
200,000 for her to call. She's got 1.9 mil.
Yep. And she is not doing too bad, but she's shaking her head for some reason.
Oh, to me, that's an easy fold. It's an easy fold. But you don't want to... You want to represent strength in every hand, Deb.
Yep. Queen 5 offsuit for Adam. Adam is going to call the small blind.
Yeah, he's in the small blind.
And Boris has 8-3.
8-3, and he's checking. And the first card out is 8-6-2.
Oh, Boris has hit already.
Boris has hit his, pair of 8s with a 3 kicker.
That's what you call big blind special, Carly.
It certainly is, Deb, certainly is. So Adam's going to need to hit a queen or run a run of 5s.
Yeah. We'll see what happens here. So what's Boris doing? We're trying to work out what he's going to bet.
Do you think he's going to bet here? Yeah, well, top pair.
Generally do when they start playing and counting their chips, Carly. It's a sign that they're going to do something. Otherwise, they're just trying to...
Sometimes they're just trying to get a read off the other player, though, Deb.
Yep.
It is about picking up body language.
200k.
So he's bet the minimum here, which is the big blind.
Yep.
And so it's around to Adam. So Adam's either and Adam folds.
Obviously, he knew that Boris had hit something.
And he does show. He does show, which is good sportsmanship sometimes, Deb.
It is, Carly. But I've heard the professionals say if they don't pay, don't show.
Sometimes, though, you want to show to make it look like you've always got something when you raise, so that next time you do it and you've got nothing, they fold.
Yeah, that's true, Carly.
It's the art of bluffing, Deb.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's strategic when they show their hand, or other time they're just friendly.
That's it.
All right, so let's see another hand.
Adam has got 2 and a jack, but he folds.
And he does. And Boris has got King 2 suited.
And he calls, obviously, because he's small blind.
Yep, and Fiona's around with Ace 5 suited.
Yeah, and I'd say she's going to raise it here.
Yeah,
she's playing with it. Yep, forward. Here she goes. What's she bet?
All in.
Oh, she has 2.
All in. 1.9 million.
Now,
1.9 million.
This is going to be hard for Boris to call this. He's got 1.7 to call. He does have 3.4 million in his stack, but still, it's half his stack.
It is, and King 2, it's not that strong a hand, to be honest.
It is suited, though. Some players will just play cards that are suited regardless of what they are, so it'll be interesting to see what this young guy decides to do.
They reckon that suited cards is an extra 2%.
Oh, really?
So it's not huge. That's what some of the professionals say, Deb.
Well, personally, I wouldn't play it, but I'm not sitting there in his spot, so we'll see.
But he'd be thinking, what would she have? What is she pushing with? You know?
Yeah.
Does she have high pockets? Does she have low pockets and is just trying to get me off the hand? Is my king high good? There'd be so many things going through his head right now.
That's right.
You know, do I take a risk of half my stack to take someone out of the tournament?
Yeah.
You know, there's all of those sort of things you've got to be thinking of here.
And he's counting his chips, Cully, so I've got a feeling he's... Yeah,
he's calling. Oh,
wow.
This is a big pot, Deb. Big pot.
See what happens when they turn their cards over. He doesn't seem to be too worried.
He's just like, well, you know, heads up. Heads up, what do you do?
Any 2 cards can win, and here we go.
Let's see a flop here.
Now, Fiona's obviously ahead.
She is, but, you know... It all depends on the flop, the turn and the river, Deb.
That's it.
Shatters poker dreams constantly.
Yeah. And that river card?
Yeah, the river of endless dreams.
Here we go.
9, 5, Jack.
Nobody's hit, so Fiona.
Yeah,
oh,
Fiona's hit a
has.
5. Oh, the king.
Wow.
Wow.
And Boris takes her out.
Wow.
See what happens here. His mates are
And
congratulating him.
he's even a little bit embarrassed, like he's saying, I'm sorry. And that's Fiona. So now let's go over to Frank.
Yep.
And have a bit of an interview with Fiona. We're down to 2.
Boris has 5.4 and Adam has 1.6.
And we have one more out. Fiona, not happy.
What do you reckon, bro?
Well, come back here into shot.
What do you think?
You didn't like the King 2 being played
Well,
against
I
you.
pushed on with what? Ace. And I got called by King 2. What the f*** do you think? I got called with King 2? Serious? Do you think you're really in front? Like,
Well, that's cards. That's how it runs some nights.
really?
Yeah, top 3, you did well.
Oh, really?
You played all day to get there.
I know, right. All right. All good for the boy? All good for him?
Yeah, okay. Thank you
Hope-
very
I
much
hope he
for playing,
wins.
Fiona.
Hope he wins whatever he
All right.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Welcome back, viewers, and that's a first. Frank lost for words. However, there are some bad beats in poker. Not everyone leaves the table happy, but the game must go on. Let's get back to the felt.
Here we go, Carly. The 2 boys are back. And here we go. Oh, the glasses are on.
It's serious.
Yep.
It's heads up now, Deb. This is a very different style of play here. Adam's got King 2 offsuit. It's 100,000 for him to call.
Yeah.
What's he going to do here?
Not sure, Carly. I think he'll call, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and they're being very friendly.
Boris
Boris
checked.
checked with his 10-7 suited.
And here we go. 3, Queen, 6.
Okay, so Adam is still in front with King High.
Boris checks and Adam checks.
We're going to see another 6 for
Yep.
the turn and the check.
And Boris checks again.
And-
Adam is betting.
Yep, so what's he bet there, Deb? Just the minimum 200,000
Yeah.
it looks like.
And Boris is folded.
Yeah, so it's going to be a different style of play here. I think there'll be a bit more aggression with these guys.
Yep, and probably some psyching of each other. They're, one's on one side of the table, the other's on the other. They'll try to read each other, as poker players try to do sometimes.
That's it. Boris has got 5-3 suited, and he has made the call of 100,000.
But Adam's got Ace Queen.
Ace Queen. Now see, Adam's got a lot more chips than.
Adam's gone all in, Carly.
1.9. So Boris actually has more chips. He's got 4.9 million.
Yep, and it's 1.7 million for him to call. I'm not sure whether I could make this call, Carly, but
Heads up though, you're assuming that your opponent would have high cards here, Deb.
Yeah.
So do you take the chance and go, you know what? I might back my little cards, or do you wait for a better hand?
well, he's got a straight draw and a flush draw. It might be the small end of it, but he's still got it.
And he's thinking here, Adam's got a shorter stack. What is he pushing with? Does he have, 2 overcards? Does he have suited connectors? What does he actually have here? And that's what Boris would be thinking about. And he'd be thinking, and he's now doing a bit of a calculation in his head of how many chips he actually has
Yeah,
and how much damage. And he folds. He
Yeah.
folds his 5-3.
I think I'd do the same thing, Carly, but I'm not in his seat. So, as I said, different people, different game.
And that's exactly right. I mean, you see it on the WSOP and stuff like that. Any 2 cards can win, and people do win with little cards
That's
constantly.
right. Now, Adam's got King 6. These are off suit, so he has got 100k to call.
So he's in the small blind position. So, I'm thinking he's going to call here.
Yeah.
Of course, he's going to call here.
What's Boris got? Oh, Jack 4 suited.
Jack 4 suited. I think he'll actually bet here. Oh no,
Yeah.
he's just checked. Interesting.
10, 9, and another 10.
So Adam's still in front with King High.
Yep. And there's no diamonds on the board at all, Carly.
No, so it's not looking good for.
Oh, and a 2.
So Boris is. Adam is still in front.
Yeah.
But he does have a flush draw as well.
Now, Carly, some poker players here would probably bet to show that represent they've hit. Mm-hmm. And I believe,
Adam's bet 200,000 and Boris has folded.
yeah.
So Adam is slowly clawing back. Welcome back, poker viewers. Now, that was our last commercial break, Deb, so until the end of the game, It's you, me, and the game.
Yep, and Adam is small blind with Queen 10. He's got 100k to call, and he calls.
Of course, this is easy. And Boris with 10-5.
Now, Boris will probably check these. Yep.
Yeah. Free. See a free.
What was that, Carly?
See a free flop. A little bit tongue-tied, I'm sorry.
772. That's okay, Carly. It's been a long night.
It has. But a fun one, Deb.
Yeah, and we've got a 6. So there's 3 diamonds out there, and they've both got diamonds.
Adam's got a much higher diamond than Boris does.
Yeah, but unfortunately Boris doesn't know that, so he's made a bet.
Of 200,000.
And Adam has called. No, Adam hasn't called
He's
yet.
just thinking about it, and he makes the call.
Yeah.
He makes the call.
I think I'd do it in his situation.
Of course.
And we see a 2, so that doesn't help anybody.
However, Adam wins with, Adam has the best hand with Queen High.
Yep. Whether he...
Oh, Boris has just checked.
Yep.
It's interesting they didn't try and bet him off there.
And what's happening? They're just showing their cards, and Adam takes it with the Queen High.
Yeah.
So 2 pair on the board with the Queen kicker.
Now, Deb, before we watch the next hand, how do we know, where do we go to find out more about Australian Pro Poker?
Well, Carly, we've got 2 things. We've got our website, which is www.australianpropoker.com.au. And then we've got our Facebook. So just go to the Facebook, ask to be added, and we can add you in, and you get all the information about our games.
Fantastic. Okay. Another hand's been dealt, so we've got Ace-8 off-suited for Adam.
Now, these are nice cards, Carly. You like Ace-8.
I surely do.
And 10-7, Boris, but Boris has hit the 7, and we've got 2 jacks on the board.
2 jacks on the board. So now Boris has checked. Is he trying to trap Adam, or is he seeing if Adam's got a jack?
Oh, I think he might be trying to trap him. I would be anyway, Carly.
So Adam's bet 200,000, and looks like Boris is counting out chips to call. Deb, do you think he's going to call or raise here?
Well, if I was in his position, I'd raise, but who knows?
The old check raise, Deb. It happens all the time. Oh, and he has. He has definitely raised there. Raised to 700,000.
Now, will Adam call here?
500,000. He's got 1.8 mil. You know, it's over a quarter of his stack.
Well, Adam's still got a fair few outs, Carly.
He does, but he doesn't believe that he's got the best hand, so he does lay that down. Which is... and sometimes you put a feeler bet out, Deb, to see where you actually are.
Yep.
Just a small bet, min bet, and then see if someone actually comes over and check raises you.
Yeah, I suppose a min bet's worth losing to see where you are.
It's true.
Now, Boris has Queen 4. He's small blind, so 100k to call.
Oh, look at his chip stack. You're not going to fold anything for 100,000, are you?
No, that's right.
And he calls?
And Adam has 9-2
9-2.
So
monster.
He's probably going to check this, I think, Carly.
I'd say you definitely get a free... Oh,
9-8-5. So Adam has hit, and looks like he's going to make a bet.
Yeah, and he's definitely... I'd say that's the... Is that min? Is that min bet there?
I'd say
so,
yeah.
200,000, yeah. And Boris folds because he doesn't have any of that flop.
But that's a quick fold, Carly.
Yeah, it was. All right, Deb. So while we're just waiting for the dealer to shuffle up and deal, can we talk about the teams event a little bit?
Oh, the teams event's going really well, Carly. We have a big event coming up very soon. In Brisbane.
How many teams are registered at the moment, Deb?
Oh, Carly, I think at the moment we've got about 76 teams.
Fantastic. For such a short amount of time.
Yeah, we've only been going officially for a month. So
fantastic.
That's really good.
All right, well, back to some cards here. So we've got Adam, who's got 9-6. It's 100,000 for him to call.
And Boris with 8-6. And Boris has called all in with his 5.1 mil.
Wow, A6 suited.
Nice hand.
Yeah, and Adam folds. I would have done the exact same in his position. Yep. Both of them, I would have jammed with A6.
Yeah.
And I would have definitely folded with 9-6.
They call that ace rag, Carly.
They do. They surely do. There are some players that won't play anything under A7. However, there's a lot of different superstitions from different players, isn't there, Deb?
There sure is. But I do like ace rag.
So do I, to be honest. So
now,
do I.
Boris has it again. He has ace-2. So he has ace rag, but he has suited cards again.
Oh, no. This is going to be massive, I'd say, Deb. because Boris is ace-2 suited and Adam's woken up with ace-queen suited.
Wow.
I'd say this is the hand that all of the chips are going to get in.
Yep. We've got an all-in and a call.
Call, yeah.
So here we go. The boys turn their cards over.
Ace-queen suited versus ace-2 suited. And
This is it, Carly, I think.
well, it depends, because Boris has him covered. So if Adam wins, it's still game on.
7, 5.
Oh, 2
and
hearts.
king.
2 hearts on the board. Oh, it's a flush.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boris taken
won.
out.
The game is over, Deb.
Yeah, congratulations.
Look at that. I love the sportsmanship of this game.
And how excited is Boris and his mates. He even thanks the dealer. So
Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, should we go over to Frank?
Oh, yes, this is an exciting time for these two boys.
Yeah,
Go
let's
over
have
talk
some
to Frank.
interviews with both the winner and the first runner-up.
And we finally have a winner. Boris has just defeated Adam on the final table with ace-2 and has hit the flush. Now, I'll get to Boris in a moment. Adam, how you feeling, buddy?
Oh yeah, not too bad.
Did you enjoy the game today?
Yeah,
You had good fun?
yeah.
Well, you picked up a trophy, you picked up some dollars, and I really hope we're going to see you back here on final table at Pro Poker again.
Righto.
Now, Boris, you've done extraordinarily well. You didn't come to the table with a huge stack, did you? I mean, you were all right.
Oh, I
but
did. I think I was a big stack. But
Were you a big stack when you came to the final table?
Yeah, and then ended up getting real short and then worked myself back up. Yeah.
Absolutely marvellous. Well, we've got a trophy for you, and of course, you picked up the prize money for tonight.
Beautiful.
I assume you've enjoyed playing Pro Poker today.
I have, mate, and I just want to congratulate all the players that have played today and you guys. Yeah.
It's been a really good final table. Folks, that's the end of our show. Now, what can I say? If you want to play cards, I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, australiapropoker.com.au. Find out where there's a venue and come on down and see us. So, I've been Frank, this has been Australia Pro Poker, and I'll see you on the final table.